Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hopefully things are going to be going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge. And today, we got wonderful content, like, say, video game classics. So roll that intro. Gaming of today is taking a crap. Might as well step back and go retro. Video game preservation is a big damn deal. All the games you missed out in the past. Let's take a look at all the treasures on carts and discs. Maybe someone will bring them to today for a second chance. But hey, this is Insert Channel Name here, and welcome to the archival of games of the past. Let's go retro with video game classics. Just so you know, I had to go through the mental gymnastics of coming up with this intro. So for crying out loud, please appreciate it. Today in Video Game Classics, we're going to take a look at fighting games. And however, in fighting game history, there was a series that has became more ballsy and more wild. They knew from the start that people would be attractive to the female characters. They knew how chaotic they want their game to be. And this was the Dead or Alive series. Dead or Alive. And they also had a spin-off series called Dead or Alive Extreme. But at the end of the day, the Extreme spin-off series is essentially, at the end of the day, glorified fan discs. Because, yeah, they're glorified fan discs. Okay, let's come out with the fan disc, because we know damn well people are attracted to the female character, so we got that out. So, yeah, I can get more into that discussion in another video, but right now we want to focus on the mainline fighting game series. Say, for example, Dead or Alive 2. We had Dead or Alive 2 on the Dreamcast, and then the Japanese version had more content, and then, however, it took the content that was present between two regional versions of Dead or Alive 2 on the Dreamcast, and then came out with more content. Such was the case when it came to Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore, when it released on PlayStation 2. And then after Dead or Alive 3, they were like, you know what, let's go ahead and revisit Dead or Alive 2 and make our definitive version of Dead or Alive 2. And such was the result when it came to Dead or Alive Ultimate. That came bundled Dead or Alive 1 and Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, which was a huge, huge thing. And if you think they would move on to Dead or Alive 3 after this, oh no, it didn't stop at Hardcore. As a matter of fact, after Dead or Alive 3 and Extreme Beach Volleyball, let's say Team Ninja decided to go ahead and make it one hell of a remaster when it came to Dead or Alive 2. And the result was Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. And yeah, let's get into that. So, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate is a hugely remastered version of Dead or Alive 2, which is a sequel to the first game, taking place after the events of the first game, where Raito has been defeated, and now Doa has been basically plotting a second tournament alongside some situations, where Kasumi is ending up finding herself cloned, and now in a more complicated mess than ever, and now we have Hayate, who is now Ein, because, well, Hayate has amnesia at the time. And of course, when it comes to Ein masters karate and enters the Dead or Alive 2 tournament, but ends up on a quest to get his memory back because reasons. Now we see Ayane getting involved, and now apparently there's a newcomer. That's right, Helena, who happens to be linked to the family behind the Dead or Alive tournaments. And this is where things get really, really interesting. Helena enters the tournament to find the one responsible for her mother's death and wants revenge. And there's apparently a situation going on where you have Bankatsubo, a Tengu, who you end up fighting at the end of the game. Oh, and I almost seem to forgot something here. Yes, I'm doing what I can to basically remember the storyline of Dead or Alive 2. Yeah, I know. So, we have Helena, we have Ein, remember, amnesia, and we also have Leon. After losing his lover, Leon decides to enter the tournament to basically show that he is the strongest to the late wife. So after getting his memories back, That's right, Hayate returns as Hayate. And, okay, Hayate made a first debut as Hayate. Okay, but what about the karate? What about the karate moveset? Well, there was a replacement, and it's none other than Hitomi. And, wait a minute, that's Dead or Alive 3. What's going on here? I'm talking about Dead or Alive 2. Oh! Well, this is interesting. Well, taking over the spot for Ain is Hitomi, a beautiful, lovely karate lady. That's right. And she makes her debut as a playable character in Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate as well, despite making her first debut in Dead or Alive 3. This is something you might find interesting. And how do you get her as a playable character? That's right. You can absolutely get a hold of Dead or Alive 3 or Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, get a save for either of the one, and Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate will read up on that save, and of course, all you need to do is, through default settings, beat story mode as Ain, and you will unlock Hitomi. However, Hitomi has no involvement in the story, so you won't find her in story mode, but however, you can play as her in Time Attack and any other modes besides story mode. However, when it comes to unlocking outfits, well, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate simplifies that. One method is to basically unlock by playing multiple times through a character's story mode multiple times in order to unlock outfits. But wait, you have a limited number of outfits you unlock per difficulty. So, easy mode, you have a specific number. Then you have the normal mode. But you also, in order to unlock more outfits, especially for the female characters, you might as well just consider moving up to hard mode. Because there's an easy mode cap, there's a normal mode cap, and there is a infinite cap for hard mode. So if you reach that normal mode cap, you will have to unlock the rest of the costumes through hard mode. And also, there's another thing to keep in mind about story mode. You get capped on that too. And after that cap, you have to pretty much proceed to Time Attack mode in order to unlock any other additional outfits. Oh yeah, and because Hitomi is not playable in story mode, you will have to unlock her outfits through Time Attack. But there is a secondary method, and that is obtaining all of the survival mode items. However, if you unlock all of the outfits for everybody, that includes Hitomi. Yes, you have to unlock Hitomi and unlock her outfits. But should you unlock all of the outfits, you do get bonus content. That's right, bonus content, like say for example this G4 TV Icons segment when it came to Dead or Alive franchise and Team Ninja and Itagaki, but then you also get an additional gallery that basically shows off screenshots, well, photo shoots of the characters in Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. But you also get this booster pack for Dead or Alive 3 where you can just go ahead and unlock all of the costumes for Dead or Alive 3. And all you need to do is just unlock all of the costumes. You just hit this magical button that says all, and you'll be unlocking everybody's outfits for Dead or Alive 3. Pretty cool. But what gameplay modes does Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate have? Okay, so we have Story, Time Attack, there's Versus, there's the Watch mode, there's the Battle Record mode, there's the Tag Team mode, and then there's the Practice mode, and Practice mode with Command Training. And, of course, there is the Survival mode. Hopefully I remember everything right. Yeah, pretty much spot on. So I do have my notes up here, and yeah, let's see. So I got Story mode right, I got Time Attack right, Survival, Tag Team, Watch mode, Training with Command Practice, Battle Record, and oh yeah, the game has online play. But then again, that's pretty much outdated of me to say, hey, the game has online. You can play the game online and fight through Xbox Live. I mean, it's an old game, and we don't know about the servers, so take that with a grain of salt. When it comes to the addictive 3D fighting gameplay and the fast-paced, frantic, chaotic shenanigans when it comes to Dead or Alive 2, that's there in Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. And actually, as a matter of fact, when it comes to Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, it is intended to be the ultimate. This was the way that Team Ninja wanted for Dead or Alive 2, with hugely revamped visuals, especially including the revamped character models. When it comes to replayability, it's off the charts when it comes to Dead or Alive 2, especially Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. But when you have tons of unlockable outfits, including swimsuit outfits for the ladies, and then you have unlockable characters, now including Hitomi from Dead or Alive 3, wow. You got, and yes, Hitomi does also have her swimsuit outfits. So if you fell in love with Hitomi when she made her debut in Dead or Alive 3, you're definitely in for more of a treat than ever when it came to Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. It's crazy, to say the least. And that's right, there is some Easter eggs, and there is definitely a hugely revamped intro sequence with Aerosmith playing in the background. However, there is some issues. Now, I do want to go ahead and cover on the missing stages, but however, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate makes up for that by adding in a few new additional stages, something you totally might find interesting. However, but when it comes to the costume unlocking methods through the story and time attack modes, it can be tedious for some. However, there is some, and I do wanted to go ahead and talk about that. And now that I just remembered having to go through my notes again, when it comes to doing the replay cameras, especially when it comes to the battle record mode, it is just restricted to a point where it's not even funny. Actually, the replay camera is not as restricted as I make it out to be. It's just, when it comes to like the replay cameras compared to later titles, they really like handled things better, especially like say Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, despite its limitations. It's kind of more improved than ever, and less restricted than ever, and less limited than ever. I think the replay camera is actually limited compared to later titles, so that's a thing. But however, there's just 3 issues that, I mean, there's 3 issues. But I will say, there is plenty and plenty of good. And besides, unlocking the outfits is absolutely rewarding at the end of the day. Yeah, it is tedious, but it is rewarding. But, however, we are talking about a huge, big bang for the buck package when it comes to Dead or Alive Ultimate, especially Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. And with that totally said, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate is absolutely recommended. So, getting Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate by getting Dead or Alive Ultimate just for Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate is definitely worth it. But hey, at least you get the first game. So there is ways. Getting Dead or Alive Ultimate on Xbox. But guess what? Dead or Alive Ultimate is forwards compatible, both DOA 1 Ultimate and DOA 2 Ultimate on Xbox 360. But it's now forwards compatible when it comes to Xbox One and Xbox Series, alongside when it comes to Dead or Alive 3 and Dead or Alive 4. So, hey, accessing the Dead or Alive classics is now more easier than ever. Oh hey, you can get Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate on the Xbox Store for $15. Not bad. That said, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate was the GOAT for me when it came to the Dead or Alive franchise. And yeah, playing Dead or Alive 3 was definitely not the same when it came to Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. They really did a good job when it came to handling DOA 2 Ultimate. And that totally said, I absolutely recommend you check out Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. It is a hell of a good time. you're in for a good time. And with that totally said, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.